Namaste dear students, and let me welcome you to our English class. Well, my dear students, in our last class we learnt about a grammatical item that was voice. Today we are going to do activities for listening and speaking skills. Is it okay? Now all of you be ready, and I just like to request you to turn the page number 36 of your textbook, where you can find Think and Act. Could you see? Yes, there is written, health is wealth. You know that health is wealth. So to be healthy, there are some components, there are some factors. So can you guess what are the factors affecting our health? So a few minutes for you just to guess the factors affecting our health, my dear students. Good, yes. Now I just like to show you, see, factors affecting our health. You can read it. What is written there? Factors affecting our health. All right, good. Now I just like to show you the next slide. What can you see in the pictures? Yes, you are good. There are varieties of fruits, vegetables, grains, And do you think, are they necessary for our healthy body? What do we get from those? Are they enough for us or not? Yes. Now you can see the next picture. So what can you see in the picture? What are those children doing there? See, in the first picture and in the second picture. Now can you guess what are the factors? Yes, you said that we need balanced nutrition to be healthy, yeah? So just let me show you. So what's written there? All right, there is written balanced nutrition. And can you say me, my dear students, what comes under balanced nutrition? What sort of things do we need to be healthy? Yes, you are good. So we need, so what is it? Yes, it is carbohydrates. And can you guess another thing that we need to be healthy? Okay, you can see. So what is that? Protein, good. And again, another thing that we need. C. What is it? Vitamin, good. Again, can you guess? Let me show. See, what is that? Minerals, good. Again, I like to show you. See, what is that? Fat. At the same time, we need something more to be balanced nutrition. Do you know? Can you guess? I have shown you in the slide also. See, what are the children doing there? What types of activities they are doing? All right, that is very good. At the same time, we need to have physical activity. See, so you should know that under balanced nutrition, we need carbohydrates, protein, vitamin, minerals, fat, in combination of physical activity. Understood? So by using such foods or by consuming such foods, we can get a kind of energy. Technically, we call it calories. So whenever we move, whatever activities we do, generally we need calories. And with this balanced nutrition, we can get such things, and at the same time, we need to allocate time for physical activities. Is it clear, my dear students? Now, I think you have already guessed what we are going to listen today for our listening activity. So, I just like to play the audio. Before playing the audio material, I just like to request you, my dear students, you have to go through the questions of A and B of page number 36 of your textbook. So you have to read the question. So what are the questions? I just like to show you. See. So you can find question number 1, what is called the cornerstone of good health? So question number 2, how is the energy we get from food measured? Question number 3, why does our body need calories? Question number 4, how many calories does an average person require every day? Question number 5, name any 3 factors that our calorie intake should be based on. So similarly, I just like to request you to go through the question number B, which you can see in the table. See, you have to match these things. So there is given poor nutrition, lead to a cornerstone of health, good nutrition, lead to reduced immunity, good nutrition and regular works as blah, 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 So I am going to play you the audio. Just listen to it very carefully and try to do the exercises. First of all, you have to write the answers of these questions, and then you have to match the following given in your textbook. So I am going to play the audio. Please listen to it very carefully.
Grade 9, Unit 3. You'll hear a lecture about nutrition.
According to WHO, nutrition is the intake of food considered in relation to the body's dietary needs. Good nutrition combined with regular physical activity is a cornerstone of good health. Poor nutrition can lead to reduced immunity, increased susceptibility to disease, impaired physical and mental development, and reduced productivity. Our body needs good nutrition to function properly. If we obtain the majority of our daily calories from fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, we can get a truly balanced nutrition. Calorie is the measure of the amount of energy stored in the food that we consume. Our body uses calories from the food we eat for walking, thinking, breathing, and working, and for everything else we do. The average person needs about 2,000 calories every day to maintain his or her health. However, a person's daily calorie intake should be based on age, gender, and physical activity level. Men generally need more calories than women, and active people need more calories than inactive ones.
Well, my dear students, you have listened to the audio material. Now, you have to write the answer of these questions. And your answers should not be incomplete sentences, okay? You can write the keywords, no problem. So, the first question, what is called the cornerstone of good health? Please write it down, its answer. Have you finished? Good. Now, question number 2, how is the energy we get from food measured? Please write it down. Fine, good. Again, you have to write down the answer of question number 3. Why does our body need calories? Write it down, please. Good. Question number 4. How many calories does an average person require every day? Write it down, please. Good. Now, the last question, question number 5. Name any 3 factors that our calorie intake should be based on. Good. Now let's go to the question number B. Listen and match the information. See, listen and match the information in the table below. So just to solve this one, to write the correct answers, I just like to play the audio once again, okay?
Grade 9, Unit 3. You'll hear a lecture about nutrition.
According to WHO, nutrition is the intake of food considered in relation to the body's dietary needs. Good nutrition combined with regular physical activity is a cornerstone of good health. Poor nutrition can lead to reduced immunity, increased susceptibility to disease, impaired physical and mental development, and reduced productivity. Our body needs good nutrition to function properly. If we obtain the majority of our daily calories from fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, we can get a truly balanced nutrition. Calorie is the measure of the amount of energy stored in the food that we consume. Our body uses calories from the food we eat for walking, thinking, breathing, and working, and for everything else we do. The average person needs about 2,000 calories every day to maintain his or her health. However, a person's daily calorie intake should be based on age, gender, and physical activity level. Men generally need more calories than women, and active people need more calories than inactive ones.
Well, my dear students, now you have to match the given table correctly. So what can be the correct answer? Let us see there, poor nutrition, and which can be the correct option. Please, you have to match. Have you done? Okay, good. So secondly, again, we have good nutrition, and you have to match which one is the correct answer. All right, good. Now you can see again, good nutrition and regular physical activity should be matched with which one? Please find it out. Good. And again, we have men generally, then which can be the correct one? You have to match it again. At last, we have fresh fruit and vegetables. Which one is the correct one? Please match it. Have you finished? Okay, good students. Once again, I just like to play it for your answers checking, okay? So you have solved question number 1, you have done question number 2, now you have to check your answers. So this is the last time I am going to play the audio for you, all right? Okay, listen to it very carefully.
Grade 9, Unit 3. You'll hear a lecture about nutrition.
According to WHO, nutrition is the intake of food considered in relation to the body's dietary needs. Good nutrition combined with regular physical activity is a cornerstone of good health. Poor nutrition can lead to reduced immunity, increased susceptibility to disease, impaired physical and mental development, and reduced productivity. Our body needs good nutrition to function properly. If we obtain the majority of our daily calories from fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, we can get a truly balanced nutrition. Calorie is the measure of the amount of energy stored in the food that we consume. Our body uses calories from the food we eat for walking, thinking, breathing, and working, and for everything else we do. The average person needs about 2,000 calories every day to maintain his or her health. However, a person's daily calorie intake should be based on age, gender, and physical activity level. Men generally need more calories than women, and active people need more calories than inactive ones.
Well, my dear students, are you sure your answers are right? So finally, you can check with me whether your answers are correct or not. See, so answers of question number first. See, what was the question there? What is called the cornerstone of good health? So what is its answer? See, good nutrition with regular physical activity. Okay, so I have already instructed you that we don't need to write full sentence. Okay, so you can write the keywords there. So number 2, the question is, how is the energy we get from food measured? From calories by consuming the foods, and from which we get the calories, you know. So question number 3, why does our body need calories? See, for different types of activities, like it is given in our audio material, for walking, thinking, breathing, and walking, and for everything else we do. So the question number 4, how many calories does an average person require every day? So in your audio material, it is mentioned about 2,000 calories. So the last question of question number 1, name any 3 factors that our calorie intake should be based on. So it's given age, gender, and physical activity level. So you have to correct your answer if you have done mistakenly. If you have wrong answers, please correct. Have you done? Okay, good. Then let me take you question number 2. So you have to match the following with correct options, okay? So what can be your first answer? See, Poor nutrition leads to reduced immunity. So what is it written? Poor nutrition leads to reduced immunity. So answer number 2. Good nutrition leads to increased productivity. So what is it? Good nutrition leads to increased productivity. And what is the answer of question number 3? Good nutrition and regular physical activity works as a cornerstone of health. Please correct it if you have done wrongly. So question number 4. Men generally need more calories than women. So what is it written? Men generally need more calories than women. All right, my dear students, now you can take your last option. I think it's very clear, I think only one is left there. So it is fresh fruit and vegetables work as balanced nutrition. These are the correct answers that you have to match for question number 2. Now you can see another question we have. Put it into practice. You can see it in your page number 36. So what is written there? Yes, listen to the audio material on nutrition once again, note down the important points in it and develop the points into a paragraph under the topic good nutrition for good health. So for this one, what you have to do, you have to point out the important points given in the audio materials, and using those points you have to develop into a paragraph, as the title you have to give is good nutrition for good health. So for the last time, I am going to play you the audio material just to prepare your notes for the paragraph. Please listen to it very carefully.
Grade 9, Unit 3. You'll hear a lecture about nutrition.
According to WHO, nutrition is the intake of food considered in relation to the body's dietary needs. Good nutrition combined with regular physical activity is a cornerstone of good health. Poor nutrition can lead to reduced immunity, increased susceptibility to disease, impaired physical and mental development, and reduced productivity. Our body needs good nutrition to function properly. If we obtain the majority of our daily calories from fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, we can get a truly balanced nutrition. Calorie is the measure of the amount of energy stored in the food that we consume. Our body uses calories from the food we eat for walking, thinking, breathing, and working, and for everything else we do. The average person needs about 2,000 calories every day to maintain his or her health. However, a person's daily calorie intake should be based on age, gender, and physical activity level. Men generally need more calories than women, and active people need more calories than inactive ones.
Well, my dear students, I just like to request you to develop your points into a paragraph and please show it to your subject teacher, okay? Okay, good. Then I just like to turn you to the activities for speaking skill. All right, my dear students. So before starting it, I just like to remind you, in our previous class, we learned about the interview between Dr. Imran and the reporter about the disease bird flu. Can you remember that? Yes, you are correct. And can you remember or have you noticed the reporter have used some structures for polite request? He has used some pieces of language, So can you remember what type of language, what type of structures, what type of sentences the reporter used in that interview? Can you remember? Okay, you just tell me. Good. So I just like to show you. Are these? So what is written there? See. Could you please tell us what exactly bird flu is, doctor? Is that? So what is it written here? Please read loudly. Yes. Could you please tell us what exactly bird flu is, doctor? You are right. Second C. What is written there? Please read loudly. Yes. Would you mind telling us how it affects humans? What is it? Speak loudly, please. Would you mind telling us how it affects humans? All right. Then next you can see I wonder if you could tell us how it spreads so fast. So what is it written? What is it? Please read loudly, speak loudly. Yes, there's written, I wonder if you could tell us how it spreads so fast. Again, we have another, the reporter used, could you possibly tell us how humans get bird flu, doctor? So what is it? Could you possibly tell us how humans get bird flu, doctor? All right. Then again you can see, would you possibly let us know the common symptoms of the flu in humans, doctor? Sorry, it should be in. So what's written there? Would you possibly let us know the common symptoms of the flu in humans, doctor? All right. The next one, again there is, what is written there? Yes, you are good. I would appreciate it if you could tell us what precautions we should take against this fatal pandemic. So speak it loudly. Please read it loudly again. So these are the, polite requests made by the reporter with the Dr. Imran. Okay. So do you know, my students, when do we make this type of polite request? When do we need it? Now you guess. Tell me, please. Yes, you are correct. When we want someone to do something for us, or when we need help of someone to do something for us, at that time we need to make polite request. Okay. So if you want to be very polite, if you want to make request with the persons in English language, you have to use this set of expressions. All right. So like these sentences, I just like to show you in the chart paper. Okay. So you can see here. Okay, dear students, you can see what is written there. Yes, for polite request, number one, what is there? Would you can write would you, or you can write could you, or would you please, or could you please, or possibly. Okay, would you possibly close the door also you can say, or you can say could you please close the door. So read it once again, very loudly, all the students please. Yes. Number two, what is written there? You are right. Would you mind closing the door? Good. Number three, what is written there? Yes, you are again right. I wonder if you could close the door. So what is it? Yes, I wonder if you could close the door. Now number four, what is there? Yes, I would appreciate it if you could close the door. And what is there in number five? Yes. Is it okay if I close the door? You are correct. And number six, do you mind if I close the door? That's fine. Now, my dear students, you have noticed, see, there is an asterisk sign, and again there is an also asterisk sign. Do you know? See, these are the one we use to make polite request. Of course, at the same time, these two are also for making polite request, but when we want to get permission from others, at that time we use these two. Okay, 5 and 6. Generally 1, 2, 3, 4, these are used for someone who want to do something for us, and if we want them to do something for us, we use these structures 1, 2, 3, 4. And for number 5 and 6, generally we do that one if we want to get permission. We use these two structures. And can you guess what can be the positive response and negative response of this polite request? I just like to show it. See, what is written there in number 1? Yes, of course, there you are. Suppose if you want to give positive response, if you want to respond positively, you can use this one. Of course, there you are. So if you want to respond negatively one, then again we have, I would rather you didn't, you should, plus according to the situation, according to the request, we have to use the verb. Now can you tell me some more sentences based on this one? So I just like to write on the board. Think and tell me. Please tell me a sentence based on this structure. So yes, you can say would, or no problem could, you please, or you can write possibly, could you please possibly give me your pen? Give me your pen. Good. So according to the second one, can you write or can you tell me the similar sentence for making polite request? Yes, good. You can say, would you mind giving me your pen? Is this? What did you say? Yes? Is this right? Would you mind giving me your pen? So look at number 3. I wonder if you could close the door. Please make a similar sentence again. Yes, you can. Yes. I wonder if you could give me your pen. All right, good. Look at number 4. What is there? Yes, I would appreciate. You can write down, I would appreciate it if you could give me your pen. Give me your pen. So number 5. What do you say? Yes, you can say, is it okay if I use your pen? Have you said so? Yes, you are right. Number 6, you can say, do you mind if I close the door? Make similar sentence again. Yes, you are right. You can write, do you mind if I use your pen? Yes, good students. So if you want to do, or if someone wants to do positively, responding positively, we have to use their what? Of course, there you are. If we like to respond negatively, then what we have to do? I would rather. For example, in this case, what do you say? I would rather you did not, you should use another pen, or you should buy your one pen, or you should use your one pen. You know, that is how we can respond negatively. All right? All right, my dear students, then let me erase it. Now, your job is you have to write the structures based on these sentences. So, what can be the structure of the first one for making polite request? So, number 1, what can be the structure? Yes, you can say would or could plus. So, you is subject. Yes, subject plus. You can write please or please, please or possibly, either of possibly, possibly, plus, you know, Bob 1, infinitive. So to your easiness we say Bob 1 plus blah blah blah. All right. So looking at the second sentence again, I just like to request you to make the structure again. So what is the structure for number 2? Yes, you are correct. Would plus, you can write subject. Yes, then mind plus verb ing. Okay, plus blah blah. Correct. You said very rightly. Now look at number 3. What can be the structure for number 3? Yes, you can write subject, or generally you can say I here, plus wonder, W-O-N-D-E-R, wonder, if plus subject plus could plus verb. To your easiness, verb 1 plus blah blah blah. You are right. Now look at number 4 and tell me the structure again. I would appreciate. So you can write subject, that is you can write down here I, plus you can see there would, plus appreciate it, if plus subject plus could plus verb 1 again plus da di da di da. Is it right? So for number 5, you can say, is it okay if plus subject plus verb plus blah blah blah. So for number 6, you can say, so what can be the structure? Please tell me. You are right. It can be, do you mind? Do you mind if plus, you can write subject, that is I here, plus verb plus da di da di da. So my dear students, you can see these structures, and I just like to request you to note down these all structures in your notebook, please. Have you written down? Good. My dear students, based on these structures, now we are going to do a pair activity, okay? All right, my dear students, you can turn the page number 38 of your textbook. Page number 38 of your textbook, okay? See, you can see there, what is written there? A wants B2 and B responds like this, okay? So pass the book. Based on the structure, you have to make a polite request and B should respond positively or negatively as instructed in your book. See, there is pass the book. Lo, you dolma and you pasang. Please, you two stand up and you pasang. Make a polite, let's say, sentence using this pass the book word, and you dolma, you have to respond positively. Yes, you are good. You both of you sit down. Thank you very much. Now it's time of Pawan and Sita. Please, Pawan, you make a polite request using allow him or to use his or pencil, and you, Sita, please respond negatively. Yes, you are again good. Correct. Now next again, Sarita and you, Rita, please stand up. You, Sarita, you have to make polite request using switch on the light. Based on these structures, okay, you can use any of the structures which we have already practiced. And Rita, you should respond positively. Okay, Ram and Krishna, you both of you stand up, please. You, Ram, make a polite request using lend him or note copy. You have to ask note copy, and then Krishna has to respond negatively. You are also correct. Very good. Now the last we have, let's say, Mr. Hari and Ramari. You both of you stand, please. Stand up, please. Hari, you make a polite request using these words, and Ramari, please respond positively. Very good. All the students, I think you have understood when we have to make polite request, you know. So you are very good, you are very correct, and you have to practice like that one. Is it clear? Now in our daily life, whenever you want something, in our daily life, whenever you want to get someone to do something for you, at that time you have to use these structures. And to be very polite, while you are responding, you have to practice these two, okay? Of course, there you are, or you can, let's say, I rather you didn't, you should plus verb, according to your necessity. Is it clear, all of you? Is it clear? So your home assignment, my dear students, again that put into practice, you have to construct the polite request, you have to respond negatively or positively as instructed there, and you have to show your subject teacher. All right? Yes, good. If so, it's all for today. Have a wonderful time. Bye-bye.